Hi, it's Stacy and Mendy, and we are back. And you've got Mendy's hands and view ready to show you everything she's going to do today. So we're going to keep it simple right now. We're going to keep you right at the sewing machine to eliminate any movement. Okay. So what designs are we doing today?
Today we're going to do block 17 and 18. So the first one, sorry, we have a laptop that's getting updated, so we're trying to deal with one station now. So I'm going to just go with the markings that I already have on this one. I'm not going to try to mark here. There's not enough room. So we're going to go ahead and be doing this design called Alpine Green Hood. So we're going to be taking our T1 and T2, and we're going to be flipping them over to make this interior design here. And then we are going to be doing some echoing on this today as well. So let's go ahead and get started.
Well, this is exciting. So just as a refresher, if you're joining us for the first time, we are doing the Ranges quilt, which is a quilt by Leonie West, where she uses the Tecoma template set to create all of these gorgeous designs that you see right there on the screen. So we've been doing 2 per week since the beginning of, what was it, April? March? I think we had some breaks in there. Off and on.
I think that we started in March.
Yeah, our goal was to finish by the end of May. Now our goal is to finish by the end of June.
We did have some breaks.
So basically we're going to be using the Tecoma template set, which is a brand new template set by Leonie West of Westerly Design. And it's just that you could choose just not to use, but it's very, very easy quilt to make from the standpoint of just investment as far as tools are concerned. And then there's lots of template technique happening. So let's take a look here.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and make our normal circle. So we're going to go down here, foot down, foot up. For those of you that were with us last week, I did move to a new machine. That one is having issues. Okay, so we're just going to go around this inner area here, which is what we do almost on all of the designs. Just rotate it around here. And keep going. Let me get that book out of our way for right now. All right. So now let's go ahead and refer to the instructions, because what we're going to actually do on this one is we're going to start with T2, and we're just going to go over hump 1, hump 2 to the top, and then we're going to stop, and we're going to let me see here, T1, T2, yeah, here we go. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to stop after the first 2, and then we're going to use T1 to carry us to the next area. So let me show you what we're going to do here. So let's go ahead and, while I have this on here, let me go ahead and take this one up. I'm going to get it on the reference line there. Okay, so I'm just going to take it to the top of this one right there. Okay, now we're going to put T2 on here.
Oh, they can't see very well.
Okay.
Change the view so they could see the screen, and now they need to see this.
All right. So now, like I said, we're going to be doing the first two. So we're going to go like this. 1 and 2. Okay. Now we're going to be taking the T1 and we're going to be facing it the wrong way.
Is there any way you can turn that? Because they can't see the center right now.
All right, hold on. What I'm working on is down here. So this is what we need to see.
Yeah, they just can't see behind the needle.
Right. Okay, there we go. So now, let's see here. I need to see this. Okay. So if I put it this way, I've got T1 doing that. Now, okay, now we're going to take this and go this direction. Get this thread out of here. This direction. And we're going to carry this up to this next hump, okay, or the next clamshell. All right, so, and I want to make sure I'm on my reference lines. I am. Okay, so we're going to take this up to here. Now we're going to flip this around. And we're going to get that on that reference line there. And we're going to come back down. Okay, now I'm going to go forward on my circle there. Let's go ahead and turn this around. And what I want to do is I want to get this up to here. And I'm going to come up to the top of that first clam right at the peak of it. And the reason for that is because the T2 is what we're using right now. And it doesn't go all the way to the circle. So I have to get my needle in position to start the next one. Okay, so now we're putting it on my reference line again. We need to get it up here. Nope, it needs to be right there. Okay, so now we're going to come here and we're going to come down. 1, 2, and then is it 3? I have to look. I'm doing 1, 2. Okay, yeah. And then I'm taking this one, T1, and I am coming, I want to come this way. Let's see. I have to look at the picture. So now I'm taking this one this way. And I don't think, yeah, I did. See here. I did. Well, yeah, that first one isn't the hump. Okay, so here we go. Okay, where's my reference line? Right there. Okay.
So how many markings did you put on the fabric?
24.
That seems pretty consistent.
There's a couple that you have to do 48, but for the most part, it's 24. Okay, so now we're taking this one, putting it upside down, or the opposite direction, if you will. We're going to come up here. Okay, and so what this is actually doing is just creating for a finish to our design as we go around. So that rounded tip there. Okay, so here we go. All right, now we're going to go forward.
So the block that we're doing today, we're always quilting on the 12-inch. Well, there are 14-inch blocks that are going to be cut down to 12. Is that right?
12 and a half.
And we're using the 12-inch rulers.
All right, so now I'm going to go forward a little bit more because I want to be able to get that. There we are. Okay, now I'm in the right position. All right, so now we're going to come down here. All right, now we're going to take our T1 and we're going to put it going the opposite direction. And we're going to come up to here. So I want to make sure I'm on my reference lines. I am. All right, now we're going to take it and put this back around like this. Get our reference lines going the right way and finish this. So there's a lot of back and forth with this design. Once you get it going the right way, you're good. Sometimes for me, getting it going the right way right off the bat is a little challenging. All right, so now we're just going to crawl forward against the middle circle so we can get in position for the next one, which is going to be our T2 again. And that's what's unusual about this design is normally we don't start in the middle with our T2. We are on the outside of the block. So that's a little bit different with this. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, and we're going to put the T1 on, going the opposite direction. Make sure we're on our reference lines. Come up here. Now going the right way. Making sure we're on our reference lines. Perfect. Oh, let's go forward a little bit more. There we go. Okay, T2 again. Let's turn it so we can see where we're at. There's my reference line right there. Here we go. Now putting in the T1. Reference line check. There we go. All right, flip this around. And my reference line is right there. Let's take a look and make sure we like it. Yep. Okay. crawl up here. Go back to our T2. Get that on our reference line right there. All right. Go to our T1. I do have to see where the pin is. Not able to see that from there. Okay. Now, reference line right there.
Oh, wow.
What's going on? Okay, we're going to crawl up here. Change back to our T1. There's that reference line right there. Okay, put in our T2 backwards. I'm having a hard time seeing the pin from that angle. All right, there we go.
Okay, I think we got our other camera ready.
All right. So now let's go ahead and bring this up, get that on.
It's a little bit more maneuverable.
Okay, crawl up. Now we're going to go back to our T2.
All right, let me see if I can switch cameras really quick now that this one's in the way. There it is.
So we can get this one out of here.
All right. What is that noise?
That's what was in the garbage can.
Did you get it stuck?
Yes.
Ladies, that might be a first, but she just got her foot stuck in the garbage can. I think that's a better angle. What do you guys think?
Okay, so we're going to put this on reverse. Never know what's going to happen. Okay. Now we're going to turn that around. And let's see if we can see our reference line right there. Okay. Okay, back to our T2. Bring bring it up
I
here.
think everybody's wishing they could have seen the garbage can on the screen.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I love my sewing room, but when we're filming, it suddenly feels very small. All right. Let's come back here. There we are. And we're on our reference line. Always, always checking your reference line. That's how your design comes out perfect every
So the
time.
question came in, the first time you're using the T1, are you flipping it over?
Yes, it's going the opposite direction of the T2. Okay, there's my reference line. Sorry guys, I'm having a hard time seeing from where I'm at. There we are. Okay, so let me just bring that around now. I'm just going to come forward. Okay. Now we're going to get the T2 again. Always checking. All right. And now we want this to be, I needed to come up a little bit more. There we go. Reference line is right there. Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm going the opposite direction with the T1. And that's so I can finish that one, that very end clamshell into almost a circle. Okay. Now, checking my reference line again. There we are. There's my pen. Okay. Oh, I know what's a problem. Got this right here. It's not letting everything stay flat. There we go. Okay, now back to the T2. All right, and my reference line's right there. All right, now the T1 goes opposite direction. And I've got my reference line right there. Sorry, I have a little bit of glare from the light, and so makes it a little challenging. Okay. Now we're going to go to the T1 again. And see the pretty design, and it's finished with that circle at the end. That's what getting all this flipping, or doing all this flipping gets you. All right, so now my reference line is right there. Here we go. All right, let me get that out of the way. Okay. Now we're going to do our backwards T1, and I'm on my reference line. Okay. And now we're going to put that the right way. Get it on my reference line right there. And we're going to be finishing this off. Let's see. There we go. All right. So now we're done with that design. Now let's check the pattern next, but I think we're going to be doing some echoing. And I know that was something that several of you asked about at the beginning. So let's go ahead and cut my threads here. And then go back to our book. So we've done our inside design. Let's go ahead and get to the next page. So now what we're going to do is step 2. So we're going to do a 1/4 inch echo. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our T1, because that's the outside circle. Remember, we started it with the T1 and finished it with the T1. So what we're going to do for a 1/4 inch echo, we're going to put the, we're going to put the, let me get that there. Okay, we're going to put this right up here, and this is T1. Okay, and then we're going to be taking this and going. Let me show you. We're going to start right. Put it down here. I want the foot to be basically touching both stitch lines, and it is. So we're going to put the needle down, needle up. We're going to pull up our bobbin thread. We're going to go back where we were, and I'm going to hand lower the needle so that hopefully I'm right where I was before. Okay, and for this one, I like to be facing forward. Actually, I don't like that position right there. It's not quite right. There it is. Because I want this, well, I don't like that either. Okay, let's start over. Let's get that foot up. Oh, needle up, needle up. There we go. All right, let's get that out of there. Okay, I want to get this right at the top there. All right, now we're going to take this and we're going to lower that. We're going to be right where the needle is going to touch. Okay, so here we go. Okay, now I'm going to move this to this side, and we're going to just, and I want to always make sure that I'm kind of right. I want to get the there we go. I want to get the, sorry, I'm stuttering while I'm looking. I have reference points on both places, and I'm trying to get that template to be where I want it in terms of center. Okay. Now right against there. Okay, now we're going to bring this over here. We're going to come up like this. Okay. Just kind of keeping that template up against the stitch line the whole way. Bring it over here. Okay. Okay. Put that, finish that a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Stop when you get to the stitch lines, because that's that 1/4 inch off of the foot.
Someone asked if they thought that there was an echo template for the Tecoma.
The only echo is using the top of the template.
No, they do have an echo set for
Oh,
Tecoma.
I don't have it.
They didn't include it in the ranges.
No.
No. Mm-mm. So there is an echo set for the Tecoma, but it's not used in this series.
I didn't get it, so this is how I echo. But certainly an echo template would be much easier than what I'm doing here. Highly recommend it. All right, so there's the first echo. Now I did this block in an 18-inch block, and we had enough room to do the finishing, but as I'm looking at what we're doing here for the echo, I am thinking we're not going to have enough room. So let's improvise here. Let me get my thing re-thread it. Okay, and I accidentally hit my cutter, so I had to restart here. Okay, so I'm a little conflicted here. I don't know if I should be doing a second echo the way that the pattern requests or try to do the edge, but I think the edge is going to get lost.
Let's see the second echo. Let's see it on the screen. Show us the book. We'll decide for you.
Okay, well, the book is, let me show you the design, because the book only shows it like this and then like this.
Yeah,
but
so show us the design.
Here's the design, but you can see that I don't have enough room here to do what she has here. This would have to be on a larger block. So I can do another echo, or I can try to do the edge. And I
Try to
think
do the edge. I think that really adds impact.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's give it a shot.
All right, because we have one echo, so.
Yeah, we don't need to do another.
All right. But for no template, I didn't do too bad. Okay, so now for the fringe, I would say that these are not really detailed instructions. So one, we're going to do offsetting. So one of our designs is going to come up and sew to the end, and the other is going to go around the end, or the corner, sorry. So let's see what we're going to be doing here. So let's try. I think what we'll do is this one first. The problem is, you know what? Let me put a border around this so that I have a place to use as my start and stop place. So let me take my marking pen and my ruler, and we're going to find 12.5-inch block. And I think this is 14. So yes, it is. So we're going to do, that's 3/4 of an inch. Okay. So we're going to mark right there and right here. Do you have them watching, Stacy?
I'm going to go over to the screen. Oh, let me see if I can pull it in. Let's see. Got the other one here. Not that one. Let's see if that one's connected. Oh, it doesn't seem to be connected.
All right. Well, what I'm trying to do is chalk a border here so that I have a place to go with my template.
See if it registers. This one. No. It's only. Is there any way you can do that on the other?
I don't have enough room.
I can pull that camera up. No. Oh, here it is. Found it. There we go.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm marking what we're going to cut the quilt down to, because this is what I want to use as my reference point when I'm making the border. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. And 3/4 right there. 3/4 here. And 3/4 right there. Okay, now let's go ahead and mark this. And over here. There I am. All right, so now let's go back to the sewing machine. All right, we're going to take this, we're going to put this here, and we're going to go, see, that's the problem, is that this is not big enough for the corners on this, and neither is this one. So let me get my 18-inch one. Okay, so I'm going to use my T1 first, and I am going to have this, yeah, this doesn't really work either, because I would start down here. Okay, let's see here. Let's get my block 17 out that I've done already. Let's take a look at it. It's 18. Here is 17. So this is the way that it ends up looking on this finished quilt. So we're way out here and there's all this space in between here. But because of the size of this quilt or this block, I don't have enough room to actually do the border.
No border on this one.
Nope.
All right, we're making adjustments to the 12-inch block or the 12.5-inch block. There is no border option based on using the smaller rulers. So the quilt was built using 18-inch. Once you show them that finished design on the 18-inch again. We've been using the 12.5-inch for a couple of reasons, just so we could kind of show you both options. Because she is doing the 18-inch as well. And we'll show it over here. Perfect. Let me swap cameras real quick, like. And all right. So that is the finished design using the 18-inch block.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or 18-inch Tecoma set, 18-inch block.
Right.
Excellent.
But there's not.
So all of the instructions for this are in the Ranges book by Leonie West, and so Mendy's doing it twice. She's doing it with the 18-inch designs on a bigger square 18-inch blocks, and she's doing it with the 12-inch templates on a finished 12.5-inch block. So we just have to make adjustments as we learn these things.
Well, and that's the situation, is that it does look different on different size blocks.
Yeah.
So, all right. So for our purposes, I could go ahead and echo this one more time.
Yeah, give it another echo.
Since we've already you know, that's part of what we're doing here. I sure wish I had those Echo templates though. That would have been nice to know.
Oh, well, yeah. Do they build that? They don't build that into the instructions?
No.
Then they probably aren't encouraging you to use them on this one.
Okay, let's go ahead and use this one. And we'll go ahead and start here. And what I'm going to do on this one is the camera where it should be now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put this little crooked line right here. I'm going to put that right in the middle, but on my stitch line, because this one's supposed to be a 1/2 inch. So I think with it like that, let's go ahead and lower my foot. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and see what we can get done here. Okay, I'm going to stop early so that I can reposition this. And I'm going to go ahead and just there. Okay, there we go. And it's going to be easier for everybody to see this way, for me included. All right, so there we go. Now let's bring it over here, get it on that top stitch line. And we come to the reference line and stop. That reference line always is important. I'm going to come up here, come around. Okay, up here. Just gonna. Yeah, see, with this echo, I'm bumping up against the edge of the size of the border here, or a block. So it isn't gonna. Go down one more over. Okay, now I'm in position. If you play around with our other templates, like our sampler set, there's a spinning wheels number 36 in there. And it's kind of fun because we do a lot of echoing with that particular one. And it'll get you a little bit more comfortable doing it too. Let's go over here. There we go. Down a little bit. There we go. Now I'm in position. All right. Come up a little bit there. That's better. Stop, move it, get it into position. All right, and then let's just finish this right here. I think it's done. Okay. So here is our finished block. All right, so let's look at the book. And now we'll show you what the cutting line would be on this. So let's get these threads out of here. Put the pen back over there. And I like to always look at the bigger one here. So you can see that this is kind of going at an angle down. And I think if I remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. But we're going to do every single one of those circle ones. So you're going to mark that and that, 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 that. Then we're going to come down here like this and take it all the way down. Then you're going to skip one, come over here, take it all the way down. Skip one, come over here, all the way down. Skip one, over here. Skip one, over here. Skip one. And there you go. That's your cutting pattern. All right.
Perfect. One more to go.
Oh, this is kind of a fun one. This is the wallaby grass. And so we are using T1, T2. We're going to make 24 reference lines.
Let's take a look. And so this is what the final design looks like, right? Let's put this on the screen. Maybe you can turn off the light. I think that.
This one.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
Yeah, the light's kind of emitting some stuff. Can you turn off that light? It's emitting some extra. There we go.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get our 24 reference lines. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and mark my center here. And center right there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put a pin in. And let's see here. There we go. There's center. Okay. So now let's take a look for a minute at the instructions. It looks like we're going to do all 4 corners and then all 4 mid sections, okay? And the way that we're going to be doing that, what's it say here? Quilt round 1, block 16, gum nuts, and then round 2. So it's just referring us back to this one, okay? And so this one had us doing, okay, so we're doing these diamonds, rotating back and forth with our T1, and then T2, where is it? Round 1, round 2. Yeah, and then we're going around like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this back over here. And this is having us mark, where is it? We're marking 48 reference lines. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so let's come back over here. We're going to do another set in a different color. We did this last week. I want to get my pen back in there, right where it should be. Okay, right there. All right, so now let's get my pink out again. This should make it difficult to see the template, I remember. Okay, so now let's just turn it partial. Make sure that you're in the middle of all of your places. All right, so we're going to go through and do pink. Markings, maybe. There we go. I did just finish block 25 on my big 18-inch today. So I'm going to start putting that quilt together. So we'll see if I have anything to show you next week. Okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and take this. So round one is with our T1. Here we go back to the sewing machine. Very colorful, isn't it?
Wow, that's a lot of markings.
A lot of markings. Okay, we're going to be using our T1. Let me show you on the instructions. We're going to be making these circles. So we're going to be doing the flip method, okay? And then we're going to go behind that, and we're going to be using the T2, and we're going to be making those little, I'll call them arrows, in the middle of those circles, all right? So that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. Look at the design, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and start by making our circle in the middle, as always. So let's go ahead and go here, put our foot down, needle down, needle up, right up our, okay. Let's go ahead and just turn it. There we go. Okay, so we start in the instructions. We're making this center line in our corner in the middle of the circle, okay? So that means that we're going to put this third reference line on that center reference line. So here we go. All right, let's go ahead and bring it over this way now. Now we're going to do it, and we're going to, oh, I've got to climb up here just a sec. Get this into position where we can do it.
Yeah, I think you know.
Okay. So once again, now it's really hard to see the reference lines because I've got so much chalk. But we're going to come up here, get this in position. And when we're doing the circles, we just want to touch our stitch line. We don't want to go all the way to the base, okay? All right. Now, I'm just going to scooch this over here because I know that we want to do the same thing on the straight line in the middle of this side. So we're going to come down here. All right. We're going to flip this and I'm going to walk this over. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and put this on here. I need to be over a little bit more because I can't get my line where I need it to be. Right there. Okay. Just touch that stitch in the bottom of the clamshell. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and walk over to here, to the corner again. I'm going to put this, take it off, I'm going to put it this way, because that way we won't have to re-walk it. All right, this one right here is the center, so we're going to put it right there. Okay, now let's go ahead and flip this. And we're going to have to walk this over. Make the corner. Let's get this in position while we're doing that so we can see where we need to be. Okay. There we go. Now let's turn it around so we can see. And here we go. Okay, now we're going to walk it to this one. And we're going to put it right there. Okay, let's turn it around so we can see. Now we're going to do it this way, so we're going to walk it the other way. Put this on, and we're not far enough yet. Not far enough yet. Right there. Okay. Okay, now we're going to come over here, to this corner one. And we're going to put that right there. So we'll walk to the template. Okay, flip it over. Put that on there, right there. Okay, so we're going to come down here. Flip that over so I don't get pink chalk on my shirt. Okay, now we're going to come over to the center line on this side, and we're just going to walk right over here. I'll go this way, right there. All right, let's go ahead and walk it back over here. Put this on. And we've got to go still right a ways more. Okay, right there. Okay, coming over here now to this corner. Lock it there. And go ahead and flip that over and get it in position. All right, and the last circle we're going to do here is right over to here. There. Okay. Here, walk this up. And back on there. Here we go. And there. Alrighty. Now we've got all of our circles done. So let's see what she wants us to do next. pretty positive it's with the T2. So now we're going to go ahead and take, and we're going to go in exactly the same position, only we're going to have the top of the clamshells touch the center reference line in the circle. Okay, so like this. When I put this, well, let's go, I guess let's go where the needle is. How about that? We'll go where the needle is. Okay, so when we come here, I actually want this to be, I'm going to be on the pink, or excuse me, on the white reference line over here, because I am 1/4 of an inch off the tip of the, off the foot. So here we go. We're going to go there. And I want you to stop when you come to your stitch line. Don't go outside of it. Okay? So now we're going to take it and we're going to reverse that. And we're going to be over here now on this white reference line right here. Okay, so come up here. Oh, let me get the book off of here. Okay, and come down here. Now stop at that stitch line. Sorry, this book doesn't have a home. There we go. Stop at the stitch line. All right, now when we come here, we're just going to follow the circle that was done by T1 back to that center line, okay? Now, there's our little arrows in the circles. We're just going to go ahead and rotate over here. Just go along your stitch line. And let's go ahead and put this into position. So we're going to be on that white reference line that's just outside of the circle. We're going to come here. And you know what? I'm going to tell you to just go ahead and follow that stitch line on that very first circle to about the center of it. And then we'll put the template in place. There you go. Now it's right in that notch, and we know that we're on the stitch line there. Okay? So here we go. All right, now let's go ahead and turn this around. And we have that on the reference line where it should be. So we're just going to pick up right where we left off, go to the stitch line. Okay, so we're back here. So we're going to go ahead and just follow that circle that we did right back down here. And now we're just going to move on to the next circle that we need to be in the middle of. And you could put T1 on there and just follow that, but I think you can do it this way too. You have the skills. So here we go. We're going to go to the middle of this circle to get in position. All right. And I'm on my reference line right there. Is that right? No. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so here we go. Okay, flip this over, come over here to that reference line right there, travel over here. Okay. Let's turn it around so we can see what we're doing. All right, there I am. Okay, follow that stitch to the center. Okay, and we're just going to travel again to the next circles that we need to do. Okay, so let's get it. I think I want to do it the opposite way here first. So let's do it this way, and we're going to travel up that circle again. Okay, and I my reference line's right there. I'm going to stop right there, flip this. All right, and then we're going to come back, make sure we're on the right reference line right there. Okay. Okay, follow that circle. Okay, let's come to the next one. We'll do it this way first. Let's go ahead and get that on there. All right, we're going to get to this circle. And then we're going to travel up halfway. Okay, put it in place. Okay. I'm sorry, didn't mean to hit the camera. All right, now we're going to get our reference. So we're going to travel up here, come over to your template, stop at the stitch line. Let's turn it so we can see we're on that reference line. Okay, around that circle again. Okay. Down to here. And we're going to go right here, halfway up the circle. Okay, get our template in place. All right, let's flip it. And we're going to be right there. So we're going to go down here. Okay. Now we're going to just travel back down there. And we're going to come down here to this next set of circles. There we are. Okay. And I'm on my reference line. All right. There's my reference line right there. Following the circle again. All right, now here's the situation where I didn't press against the center, and so I have a couple of lines, but after you get the rest of your quilting done and your cutouts, that won't be quite as visible as it is right now. Okay, I think this is our last one for this round. There, now I can see it. Okay, so come back to our reference line again. Here we go. Okay. Now, are we on our reference line? There. circle. All right, so now we're done with that round. So let's see what's next here. Okay, so round 3, we've done all of our circles and stuff. Now she wants us to take and we're going to use the pink lines now, and we're going to be kind of, if you will, echoing the circles that we've done here. So let's go ahead and get this on here. And then we're going to take this and we're going to use the pink line that is, I don't know if you can see this or not. The white line is down the center, okay? So now we're going to take the pink line that's right next to it on both sides, and we're going to make, we're going to make these kind of unfinished circles, if you will. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So that's the 8 sides and corners that we've done. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Stace, you might want to get that, but Samara. Okay, so here we go. There we are. Okay, now let's go ahead and walk over here. And we're going to go back the other way. And then once again, we're going to get onto that pink reference line. I have all this pink on here because of this process right here. Okay, so here, no, yeah, I'm in the right place. Okay. Now we're going to go
What
here.
part of the ruler are you lining on the pick, please?
On the pink,
Yeah.
I'm lining up the last reference line on the pink reference line. So the on the template, it's the one that we've been using all along. It's this middle one, or the farthest one down. But I'm lining it up on the pink, and that's kind of doing what I'll call the echoing, if you will. Okay, then we're going to come over here. All right, let's come here, and we're going to put that right there. So we have to come all the way down here. Let's move it while I get down past it. There we are. And then there's the reference line right there. Okay. All right. take that off, turn it around. And there's my pink one right there. So it's that reference line right there that I'm getting on the pink one. I'm going to follow the circle. Okay. Getting in position. Not far enough yet. All right. And where's my pink one this time? It's right there. Okay. Okay. Lining up this one with the pink right there. Okay. This down. Okay, let's put this in position. And not quite there yet. Right there. All right. Okay. There's my pink right there. Took about 3 days last time to get the pink off of my hands, even with soap. So you can imagine your fabric. I rarely use pink because of that, but on this fabric, when you have to have two, it's about my only option. Okay, here we go. Okay, put it back here again. One of the things I love most about this block is that there's very few threads we have to bury because you just go continuous, which is really nice when you can. Lock it down. more. Okay, there it is, right there. Okay, there we are on the pink again. Lock down. Oh, I got my finger almost in the needle. Okay, here we go. A little bit further. And there's my pink right there. Okay. This is the last one. Okay, let's go ahead and the pink is right there. Right, put it up here, and the pink is right.
Are you doing block 16 or block 18?
Block 16 is the instructions. Block 18 is the cutting out.
Oh, interesting.
She does that a lot. She will refer you back to, especially some of the early ones later in the book. And then she just cuts them out differently. Okay, so where's that book again? I think we are done, guys. We've done all the steps. So we've done all the corners, got our circles and our little pointers, and then we echoed all around them. So we are done with this one. Let's take a look at the cutting out plan, though. I think this is one where she kind of doesn't follow the normal rules. Let's double check here. Okay. Oh, sorry. Played pickleball this morning and I'm feeling it. Okay, so now let's go back to 18, which is where we were. And oh no, I'm wrong. I'm thinking of another one. So now what we're going to be doing is just cutting out the this is, what did we do? 17 and 18, right? 17 and 18. Yeah. So this one, we're going to be cutting out the little things around each one, and we're going to go in a circle so you can see it better right here. So we're going to leave the diamonds in the middle of the circles and cut these little things out. So it would be this one and this one, this one and this one, and you'll go around in a circle and do that. And you're going to do it well on this one. Let's talk about how many do we have here. 1, 2, 3, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and we have Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3. So your little one's out right here. And so I should probably show you, let me show you what that one looks like finished. That was 19. So let's find 19 here. Okay. Yeah, here's 19. Okay, so here's the finished one that I did in the,
Wow, that's gorgeous.
so that's that block.
Beautiful. Great
Okay.
work. Well, thank you again for joining, everyone. We'll look forward to more coming to you next Thursday. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Bye-bye.